Hi guys, welcome to my first video log. I'm going to put up on my YouTube channel. Doing this after I got the inspiration from none other than my dearest friend and delightful Lisa Stull when she did her first video log, walking through the caterpillar woods with the dreaded caterpillars of doom. And secondly, I'd like to apologise for the plane going over. But anyway, yes, I saw Lisa Stull's vlog and I thought that's quite inspirational actually. It gave me the idea to do one myself, give you an insight as to who I am, and just let you know what sort of random musings I'm going to come out with. Before I start, I know to do another reference, this one to Buddy Gott, Lisa's delectable other half. And I am currently tripping over fallen branches. Yes, Buddy's vlog is what inspired Lisa, so I went and checked it out after I had a look at hers. And not only has that man got a lovely set of teeth I am quite envious of, he's also got a nice, full, strokeable head of hair, which I haven't, which is why I'm wearing this cap, but also because it's sunny and I don't want to get sunstroke. Oh dear. I've walked about 2.5 miles to get here, because there are some parks right by where I live, but they're all quite bland, quite boring, and full of people I rather steer clear of. So anyway, I'm Andy, and this is going to be going up on my YouTube channel, if I'm happy with it, of course. And I'll of course do a blog post with it in on my WordPress blog site, The Forced Mind. But yes, thank you Lisa and Buddy. I did say you're a bad influence, but Lisa's saying, a good influence, not a bad influence. Yeah, I don't see how Lisa could be a bad influence other than she's one dirty-minded wench. But anyway, might as well crack on with this, and I'm getting rather out of puff already. But I'm sitting at home most of the morning, just waiting for the sunshine to come out. Comes out, I say, alright, I'll go outside, I'll walk all the way over to Sutton Park, do this vlog. No, the weather turns. Oh great, I'll do it tomorrow. Sun comes back out. Oh no, I'll go out and do it. Sun turns. Oh dear God, British weather at its finest. Thumbs up. So yes, a little bit about me. I'm from Birmingham in the United Kingdom, and I'm 27 years old currently. Will be 28 in September. And I first came into writing when I was about the young impressionable age of about 8 or 9, give or take. And it's just something that since then I've been dabbling in for quite a while. I mean I first started writing stories for kids of my own age, so children's books. And just for a bit of fun, I thought I just enjoyed just getting a random notebook. Ooh, little baby bunny rabbit. Oh, that's so cute. Sorry. Anyway, yes, getting a notebook, and I just love just lying down in the front room, just writing away, drawing little pictures as well. And of course, I then got older and started reading a lot of other things, particularly crime fiction. Mainly by the well-respected and very talented James Patterson, who I'm still quite a fan of, although I haven't read one of his books for quite a while. But after that I started dabbling into something more thriller, mystery, crime, and that didn't last very long. I mean, I did start writing a novel some years ago, some sort of conspiracy thriller type, and it's, as somebody rightly said, that my writing style just didn't suit that genre. And I thought to myself, and before I did this I was writing a fantasy novel, very early concept I came up with, but the images are still fresh in my mind. So you never know, at some point I might be able to go back to it and reinvent it. But anyway, I then decided I'll go back dabbling into the fantasy world. And this is where I am now, with a fully written and edited 126,000 word fantasy novel, which I'm getting ready, all dressed up, put in a little suit and bow tie, to be sent off to some agencies. Whether or not it gets accepted is a different question, but from the people who have read my work, they have done nothing but compliment it, and I have asked them, look, I don't want you to just say it's good for the sake of it being good, just to spare my feelings. And they've all said, no, I'm being brutally honest. Of course, there are a few errors, such as pace and rhythm, but easily sorted. But, yes. Cool, blimey. He's getting rather warm out here. I mean, I only walked 2.5 miles, and now trying to dodge broken branches and what the local cows have left behind. Ha ha. Yes, I know I've recently come back onto the networking scene. I did go off-grid, as a fair number of people noticed, to my surprise, but nobody said anything. And I've recently set up a second Facebook account to keep all my writing based stuff and networking in one place. I found that trying to combine it with my personal account was just, I don't know what it was. It just seemed to sap all the enjoyment out of it. So I thought to myself, look, let's get back onto this after about off grid for about 1.5 years, which isn't good. It is not good at all. Yes, I thought I'd get back into the scene. Set up a Facebook account, add all my writer friends from my other account, and start expanding, which is going very well. And it seems to have relit the spark of networking, writer, support, all that, everything. And of course I'm going to be a lot more active on Twitter, blog, hopefully YouTube, but I'm terrible at doing YouTube videos. So I think I've only got like one other video on the YouTube channel, and that was a review of Lisa's book, actually, Lisa Stull, and that was 30-something girl, if I remember rightly, and it was, well, more than excellent, as I'm sure if you go to the YouTube channel you'll be able to find out. And I've got a choice of which way to go. I'll go right. So yes, 30-something girl, superb book. A genre I don't go in for usually, so I do apologise if the angles on this camera are going all over the place, but I am walking, which of course something I haven't done like this for a long time. I don't exercise that much, unfortunately. A lot of things I'm quick to say it's laziness, but my fiancée says you're not lazy. You're not lazy, far from it. I'd like to believe you, but yeah, she just says you just got to find something you enjoy. Just get into something that you can go out, do, and well, so far this is working well. There's a glare on the bloody camera. There we go. Sorry, bloody sunshine. Here's me coming out, hoping the sun would be well behaved, and now it's just glaring on the camera. Thank you very much, Mr. Sun. Now you cannot see my face. Go back behind the clouds. Thank you. Here we go. I'll hold it a bit further away. Oh, muddy ground, muddy ground, muddy ground. I've only got a cheap pair of trainers on as well, but they need to be replaced. So, doesn't matter. So, yes, anyway, sorry, I am digressing. Yeah, so off-grid for about 1.5 years. I mean, a lot of that was down to me being diagnosed with long-term depression. This is a sensitive subject, so bear with me, please. Ever since I was a young child, probably 7 or 8, since then. I was depressed. I was always a depressed child, but I was bullied long term throughout majority of my primary school and all through secondary school. And of course, the feelings of self-esteem, self-worth, just rock bottom. But it's some people can deal with it and come out on top. Some people can't. I mean, with me, it got to the point where I was, well, probably not. I wasn't even 10 before I first considered ending it all. How bad is that? But I didn't. Pardon me. I nearly said a rude word. Then from then on, it kind of got worse, but it got worse, and then it got to a point where I basically toughened up, and halfway through school, lashing out at people, which had got me into trouble a few times. So apologies to anybody I did hit back then. But probably mid-2012 was when it really got to me. I mean, I think it was just before I turned 26, and someone I knew told me she was dying, terminally ill, cancer. She was only 24 when she did pass away last year, and I had to take a step back because I got too emotionally involved as a friend. And it was at that point that I turned around to myself, and not only myself but to my other half, and said that I can usually deal with this sort of thing. Yeah, the shade. Usually deal with this sort of thing, but it got to the point where I couldn't. It was just too much for me. And there was a dog stalking me. Dreading what people are going, oh, I'm going to be sandwiched by dogs. Might have to make a rather swift right turn. So, going across muddy uneven ground. Ooh, and nearly put my foot in a hole. Damn it. So, yes. I do believe that dog is still stalking me. Thank you. No, he isn't. He's gone the other way. Good boy. So, yes, anyway. It was difficult. I turned around and said, look, I can't handle this, and was told, look, go get some help. I think, yes, I will. So went to my doctors, and I was put on drugs, as you always are. And first it didn't work, then I was given a stronger dose, and they seemed to do something. They seemed to take the edge off things, but in my case, it just masked the problem. The problem being, well, me probably, but feelings of low self-esteem, no self-worth at all, actually, and it got to the point where I was drinking too much. I mean, I'd been through that stage before where I could have been borderline alcoholic, but I was drinking like 3 or 4 pints of strong ale about 4 or 5 days of the week, not to mention the whiskey I consumed too heartily. So there's another dog stalking me. People think I'm crazy, but they might think I'm doing a video chat. So let's just stick with that story. Back me up, will you? So yes, I've curbed that drinking thing for the moment until the next time I get severely depressed. But I found that talking these things out probably the better option, rather than having 3 or 4 pints of strong ale, not off tap, out the bottle, drink at home alone and depressed. Unfortunately, that's what I'm like. I'm quite isolated, not only in my own head, but as a person. But that could be for any number of reasons, a lot of which I think I know. But yes, that's probably the main reason why I went off grid. I had there's no urge to do anything. It was hard, and I actually felt like I'd let everybody down. But I know I didn't. I know that anybody who knows me and sees this, they say, look, you haven't let anybody down. People are entitled to feel depressed. And some people it just takes longer. But depression is an ongoing battle, and I'm sure that a lot of people, especially in the creative writer industry, all sorts of creative people actually, they understand. I mean, I know plenty of people who are far worse than I am. So, but I take solace in the fact that I can help someone based on the experiences I have obtained from my own battle, ongoing battle. So, yeah, I think we go for a bit of shade again, shall we? Go left. Anyway, so just trying to think of what else. I could tell you about the book I'm reading, I suppose. It's a book by accomplished fantasy writer Robin Hobb. There is a dog bounding through the ivy. What the hell's going on there? Go on, Poochie. Yes, Robin Hobb, called The Assassin's Apprentice. And about halfway through, it takes me a while to read actually, but I can't help being a slow reader. It's just how I've always been. Yes, it's about this journey of a young boy called Fitz, who is abandoned at the castle gates of a city, and he's the bastard child of the king's son. And of course, him being a bastard, shunned, rejected, but he's put under the care of a man called Boric. And the journey goes on, and he eventually gets picked up by the king and told that he will basically in the long run become an assassin. But he doesn't say that straight to his face. But he's visited by this mysterious old guy called Chade, who is like the master assassin, part of a brotherhood for all I know. And he decides to train Fitz in a multitude of things. And where I am now, they're currently out on some form of reconnaissance mission, trying to figure out what's going on with raids. How all these raiders seem to know where all the defences are, all the routes, all the layouts, everything. So could be an inside job. We'll never know. We'll find out. So, well, blooming hell, 19 minutes already. Most of it spent talking about me, but this is what it's all about, really. So, my God, I should come here more often. I've forgotten how beautiful this place is. Absolutely massive, Sutton Park is. So, this might be the one and only take. But then again, I could record another 3, 4, 5 dozen after this. It's a question of how to puff, I feel. Oh, so, and I do believe it's trying to rain. Isn't that typical? So, but yeah, my thoughts on these vlogs. Do you reckon so far? Well, it's rather freeing actually. I must have spent a good 5-10 minutes just walking slowly through the field to the park, going, too nervous to do this, white people laughing at us. And I thought, this isn't going out live. I'm the one who's got to see this before it goes out, so I can determine whether or not to publish it. So I probably will record another one after this, but if it isn't any better, this will be videotape number 1. So whether or not I do another one of those is a different question, but I find it difficult to find topics to talk about. Oh, we've gone past the 20-minute mark. Hope you're not getting too bored. I dread to think how much I rambled. So anyway, I'll have to wrap it up. I'm coming into bright sunshine and I'm getting blinded. Ugh. So thanks for watching, and I will network with any of you lovely people if you so wish it. So I will bid you all adieu, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend, whatever time you actually watch this. So goodbye everybody, bye.